Hello everyone, Tactical Itch here, and welcome back to another Total Warhammer multiplayer, Total Warhammer 3 multiplayer live stream. Today we are back for more midweek 20, though we don't have a lot of signups today, so instead of a Swiss 20 format, we are switching over to, single elimination instead, where players will be playing best of threes in the Tourney. However, in our first round, one of the players doesn't seem to be showing up. So instead, I wasn't originally planning to play because we have 5 signups, and if 5 signups go into a single elimination format, there will be one bracket that has basically it would not be a very neat format, and there will be a couple players will have to play an extra round, and the other 2 players will have to wait for the other semifinals to be done. So instead of having 5 players going in a single elimination, we are going into 4-player single elimination. However, one of the players doesn't seem to be showing for now, so I will be instead taking their place and jump in and yeah, basically take over. And wait, hold on. Why aren't you pasting? There we go. We are playing as we are taking their place instead in the best of threes. Now I do want to play Bretonia. So I'm just gonna tell my opponent, dude, I'm gonna play Bretonia round 1, so do whatever you want. I am just gonna go Bretonia, and I don't know what. Oh, okay. They're playing something else. All right, cool. I think I am gonna have to do Blast Few Trebuchet for this one, and let's go Holy Wardens of La Mason Tau, and yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to just grab some. I might have to grab healing. Okay. There's a chance that my opponent is gonna box it. If they do, then I'm in quite a bit of trouble, which means I need my triple plus view trebuchet for this shit. And I'm not gonna bring. I wanna bring Rapons, but I know the Fae is probably a better idea here because she has healing. And she can punish blobs very hard. Alright, so I'll do Earthblood and Awakening the Wood. Yeah, sure. I was gonna make a joke here, but that's not appropriate, and I don't want to get my stream banned, so I'm just not gonna do that. Right. Peasant, and I need a lot of spears. And Holy Wardens of La Mason. I need like a lot of numbers here, yeah, essentially. And then turn off Guardian because that's useless in this case. And we can probably bring another couple Knights of the Realm into the fight. Honestly, I think we only need Knights of the Realm, in terms of cavalry support, just to fend off, like everything else, we are just gonna try and shoot and call it a day, I think. Chalice of Potion, Silveron, Arcane Conduit, Mist of the Lady, Life Bloom for heals, just passive heals, nothing too crazy here. And a couple Trebuchet, Blessed Trebuchet specifically. Or maybe I can just bring him on a... Oh wait, no. Yeah, maybe I can just bring him on a Bard of the Warhorse. Instead of a Hippogriff. Because he's just gonna get hit by Dev's Head and die, I have a feeling. So I'm just not gonna bother with that. Another of that, and then we have enough money for a third Blessed Few Trebuchet. Right, Trebuchet it is. Trebuchet it is. Right, can I skip something? Can I cut some costs? Yes, I can cut some costs and just bring more spears. Yeah, I think that shall. Oh, shit. Oh, my opponent dropped? Okay, let's try again. Accidentally dropped, not deliberately, but yeah. Looks like we have to jump back in and see what happens. CA and their servers being finicky as always. Oh, also, my YouTube studio chat isn't working for me, so I can't actually see chat. Let me just load up my phone. It's like every single tech difficulty is just hitting us today, and no idea. Alright, cool. Let me just retry this again. Awakening of the Wood, Earth Blood, Shallows of Potion, Silveron, Mist of the Lady, Life Bloom, and what else we need? We need On-Railer. Can't be bothered with On-Railer Massive. Just bring a regular Paladin with Royal Pegasus, probably would be fine. And then yeah, I think just a Paladin Bodyguard, and then 3 Blessed Few Trebuchet, baby. I don't even know. Alright, so a couple Rare Reliquae. 1, 2, 3, 4. Save some money and just bring some Defenders of Fleur de Lis. You only need 1, I would say, and then we are out of space. I don't think we can afford Armure Le Massif, so I'm just gonna bring a bunch of shielded spears instead. Yeah. We have a bunch of... Oh, right. I don't have the infantry. I don't have the Elite Holy Wardens of Le Mason Tau. I want them, though. I want to bring them. Can I afford them at all? I want to keep the Knights of Lionhearted, just because I am worried that... Okay, I'll just cut Foe Seeker, and then... Yeah, it's hard. Right, I'll just cut some of the Blessed Few Trebuchet and bring regular Few Trebuchet so I can bring the Holy Wardens. And then I can cut some shields even, because they're peasants, who cares about the protection, right? And then I can save up enough for a Blessed Few Trebuchet. Yeah! Yeah, skimming on workplace protection, you know? Class. Oh, actually, let me just cut the. Just bring a regular Paladin, and then yeah. Just skim out on workers protection, right? Right. I forgot to turn off screen blocker. Yeah. Sorry about. Yeah. Also, if you guys have been reminding me in the chat, I'm sorry I can't actually see them, because YouTube chat is not showing for me in the back end. Let me just load up my phone and watch the chat on my on a separate place. Why the blessed one? Wait, magic attack. Yeah, exactly, magic attacks, man. Like, I am expecting a demon's blob defense kind of formation here. So yeah, don't tell OSHA. Don't tell OSHA. Yeah. Also, I'm in the UK, so they can't reach me. Not over here. And I'm playing like a UK game made by UK studio and from a UK franchise. Everything here is UK. It's fine. OSHA. I don't know how you Americans call it, but can't touch me here. Hey. Yeah. Anyways, I am gonna sit back. Let the real reliquise sit there for a bit, and I don't even know what to do here. Right, these two sit together and stay back. This just kind of stay around these guys here, and then these guys are gonna guard mode. Let me just go and good luck, have fun, my opponent. Ready as well. Good luck, have fun. And yeah, we start. All right, smash them up, baby. Oh shit, they're going mobile. Oh shit, they're going mobile. All right. How do we do this? I just probably have to fly on over. Alright, Faye, you pull back. Stay the hell away from them. And you guys can probably pop in. Oh, if Faye actually, you know what, you can go there. Yeah, the paladin's dead. Whatever. Oof, the freaking burns, man. The burns. Alright, push them. Oh, you guys are rampage? That's fine. I can handle that. The exact rampaging target I need. Thank you. That worked out, I guess, that rampaging. Alright, so let's rush over. Keep smashing their formations or whatever. Tie them down or something. Alright, that's not ideal. Alright, do I have any... Okay, I don't have much left, actually. Yeah, the problem with prepping for... The problem with prepping for, like, boxing is that if they're not boxing, then you don't really have the right tools for to deal with the enemy. But I mean, we're not doing too bad, I guess. Faye is still very healthy, but ooh, shit, this is bad. Just keep shooting at them, I guess. All right, you pull back a bit so the Faye can keep heal you. What can I heal right now? There we go. Heal that. Shoot them over there. The Faye will do her thing. Look at the brave Grill Reliquie there. Alright, can we drain everything down? Probably not, actually. Really struggling there. My god. The Exalted Flamers, man. Alright, just smash those demonites, man. Ugh. Ugh, those demonites. I let them sit. Ah, shit. I should have charged them with the cavalry, but oh well. What can I do? What can I do? Right, just keep fighting them. Go and fight those flamers. Shoot that. fight this guy there. Keep smashing those guys. And alright, I still have some cavalry left, but not that they have much use, honestly. Okay, what do we still have there? Oh, shit. I think that Keeper of Secrets can solo my whole army at this point. He's gonna heal. He's just gonna keep healing. Yeah, that is a problem. And I kind of just threw away my, I couldn't just throw my cavalry, like, my paladin very early game, so I don't freaking know. Alright, let's just come over and keep fighting. Yeah, that was not ideal. That is not ideal. I was prepared for a box, but this is a very mobile, aggressive rush build. Alright. I mean, at least that is, oh shit! Did I forget about them? How did I forget about them? Oh no, they could have still put up a fight or something. But I will. I don't think that's gonna be enough here. If there was healing support, I guess these 14 knights can do something, but yeah. The Fate's just gonna get pushed all the way to the white line, and once she's gone, everything starts collapsing on my end. And I totally forgot about them. That was a big mistake. Big mistake on my end. He's gonna get off the map. I will lose healing. Everyone's leadership starts dipping. And yeah, you can see the peasants are already like thinking of routing away. Getting purveined. They managed to leave a slight mark, but oh, they actually did. They're actually doing okay. Now you're European. Yeah, I mean, I'm not European. I'm actually Asian, but I'm living in Europe right now, so it counts, I guess. But yeah. Using troops to fire at a single entity. Maybe I should try it. I should have tried that, but the problem is just really exalted flamers. I don't have much much to like solve that. I guess I could have tried if I have Henri on. This is a BRT versus DC. Oh shit. GG to my opponent there, very nicely played with the double Exalted Flamer. Seems like that is indeed a really good way to counter the Bretonnians as the Demons of Chaos. Because Bretonnians do not have a good way to counteract the Exalted Flamers. They can't really shoot them with any precision artillery. Well, they have artillery, just that they're not precision ones. So, yeah. And they have, and Bretonnians have a lot of high entity count units, like cavalry and infantry, mostly those, and which are very susceptible to the vortex effect of the flamer damage. Let me just pick BRT versus DC. Now this first battle would have been what would have happened if the 20 is still a Swiss format. Oh, what country? I'm from Hong Kong. Moved to the UK a couple years back. Yeah. No, I meant don't fire at single entity flamer. Fire at infantry or toads. Yeah, I should have done that. I don't think I aimed at the flamers. it might have just fired at them because the flamers are nearby, or I misclicked, but I definitely did not intend them to shoot at the flamers. But yeah, definitely a bit of mismicroing on my end. Very nicely done with the flamers there. I don't have, like, even if I have single entity fighters that can try and snipe them out, that what happened would be like the Paladin. Just dive in, disrupted the Exalted Flamer a bit, and get absolutely dumpstered by the Exalted Keeper of Secrets there, which I kind of threw away the Bodyguard of the Fae, which a big mistake on my part for sure. And of course the infantry didn't do much there and just getting burnt down while the cavalry tried hard to stop the tide of demons, especially these Pox Riders from crushing through, but unfortunately the Exalted Keeper of Secrets in the end is just too much for them to deal with the Pavane and all that. And very nicely done, especially with the Exalted Flamer. Very devastating damage, and definitely carrying the game. The Fey Enchantress did some good damage, but just not quite enough to bring it back. Like, the Trebuchets did okay, honestly, all things considered. But yeah, in the end, they were just not able to bring this one back. And yeah. Hong Kong to the UK, how is the climate treating you? Yeah, that was fine, honestly. Like, I actually lived in UK for a bit before, so like it's fine. Like, I'm kind of used to it. The only problem is the summer doesn't have the summer doesn't have air conditioning here, so yeah, it's hot and you can't really do anything about it. That's the problem. Or at least, like, the air conditioning isn't common. Like, think about the metro, it is underground, but there's no fucking air conditioning, so if you go to work, ugh, you might as well just die. Well, yeah, at least for London. Alright, so we need to do best of 3 picks now. I think I need to pick first. So I will go. I haven't done Lizardman for a while. Let's just go Lizardman as one of them. Empire and I'll take Skaven. I haven't played Skaven in a while as well. And then I am gonna ban Grand Cathay. Yeah, there we go. All right. Ooh. It's gonna be. I picked Lizardman, Empire, Skaven banning Grand Cafe, and my opponent picked Beastman banning Skaven. Should I go for the Toddy? Scratch match. Let's go Toddy. All right, EMP them. It's been a while since I played Empire as well, as in Empire versus Beastman. So let's try this. The grudge match with Toddy. Rush the Weak and White Cloak of Ulrich and Midland Runefang, because we also have Blood Roar. We have a good chunk of leadership debuffs going on right now, and also just general debuffs, which can be quite nice. Mm-hmm. Alright, let me just quickly do this. And we just need oh shit, that's too many state troops. Right, the idea is we just shoot everything that comes close. Simple as that. And then maybe we can do some leadership debuff shenanigans, which is gonna be... Ooh, Orica. Orica's gonna be a nasty, annoying character to deal with. We're gonna bring Withering for leadership debuffs, and Melkoffs to slow the enemies down and drain them away, and Dancing Blade? Nah. Blinded can be useful though. Blinded can be a very neat thing to do. Alright. We can probably get it out. Right, yeah, we can do that. Is that a shooting ability? No, it doesn't do any damage. It's just imbues blinded. Good. It's a really good debuff, blinded. Is it passive? It's passive. With each kill, never mind. The kills doesn't really matter. Yeah. Oh, actually, I might just cut another couple of these and just try and squeeze in another knight. Need some more. Oh, Full Seeker. I do want Full Seeker. God damn it. No, we got some extra money left. Right. Can we do any? Well, I guess we'll just get spears. Alright, very simple army. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's just gonna be like a bit of a box build, but we'll see. I might lose this, I might win, I don't freaking know. 3 Chef Swordsman. No, I'm not. 9 Chef Swordsman is not something I'm bringing. Don't worry about it. Go Cav Rush, Kite, I believe in you. I don't have the micro for kiting, man. I know I should get better for it, but yeah. But I'm just bringing a very weird army. I would say it's just a bunch of huntsmen. Like, we have a lot of numbers, and but the main damage dealer will be a huntsman, and hopefully they can do the damage against all the light units, including the cavalry and monsters. Good thing is this is beastmen, so we don't have to worry too much about like armored defenses. Unless they're going like a bunch of besticles, then we're fucked. I hope they're not. Chariots might also be a problem, but I think we have the cavalry to handle it. Alright, we're good to go. Mostly. I don't think I've ever used Ulrika on my army before, so that would be an interesting experiment. Oh shit, what happened? I was looking. Wait. Okay. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Hold on. Hold on a fucking second. I'm not ready. What happened? Oh no! Oh no! 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 Accidentally right-clicked the wrong at the wrong moment. When I switch windows. All right. All right. All right. I think we're almost done. Almost done. I swear, every time they say we are Sigma's heirs, I would mishear it, and it sounds more like we're Sigma's heirs to me. So, yeah, there's that. All right, looks like our opponent is also ready. Let me just do that, and block. All right, defensive formation. Ooh, they're gonna slangor me. They're gonna absolutely slander my slangor my inventory. Oh, yeah. Ooh, interesting. Slangor and Razor Gore hurt rush. Oof. This is gonna be a bit rough, I think. We just really have to make sure we have the firepower to overcome this. I don't know if I do, honestly, but we just have to try, innit? The token in it. I have a feeling they might have stuff ambushing me from behind. Alright. You guys stop shooting. You're just gonna get dodged. Of course, there is a Flock of Doom Kite. Alright, Orica, can you go and shoot that guy off? Ooh, actually, pull back. Or just keep poking the guy down. I don't really care what else you're doing. Alright, you pull back so that we can pull up some spears to the front. Shoot them down. Shoot those. You go and fight that guy. Just keep shooting them. Pull back there. Just keep munching them. Can you? Alright, no. Now come over here and start pallowing them in. Oh shit. Wrong click. Let's just kill the. At least let's kill the Butchers of Calgary now. We really need them dead. And Orica, can you keep shooting him in the skies? Thank you. Really need to make sure those guys are dead over there. Ignore the front line because we're losing that completely. We make sure the Butchers are dead so they can't come back and harass us. Alright, just ignore that. Run down the archers. Throwing axes are in kind of a... Alright, you guys just keep running. I don't really care what you're trying to do anymore. Okay, I think we can... Those guys can hold their own there. Just keep shooting him down. Oh, actually, can you drain... Yeah, just keep draining these guys down. Don't worry about it. Alright, come over and help over this side. Alright. Things are not looking too hard for me, for sure. Things not looking too hard for sure. Alright, shoot that. Both sides have healing, but I only have single entities remaining on the field, which is not ideal. Butchers of Kalkan are still fairly healthy as well. Where is... Oh, he's there. Shoot that. Go ahead and shoot him. Oh shit, that is not ideal. Right. Keep up them! I need to dump everything I have into this fight. Alright. Can we get rid of some of these guys? Yes, we can. They're still about half leadership, which means the debuffs aren't full power on them yet. Alright, just go and pressure them over there. Drain these guys down. I need them to go down. Alright, you guys are still there. Nice. Not that you have anything useful to do here at this point. Okay, these guys are running. Boris will be able to hold for a little bit longer there. I just need to shoot him down. Just keep shooting him. The swords are done for as well. Boris is not enjoying this whatsoever. Yeah, I got reckless there. I tried to push up my army and fucked up my information, and yeah, and made a lot of micro mistakes, honestly. Especially with my cav. So yeah, my opponent will be winning this round. And leaving only Ulrika still in the fight. Yeah, that's GG. A very interesting choice, with Slangor's a very strong infantry combined with even more anti-infantry power Razor Gore. It's like an infantry plus monstrosities behind, just crushing a rather weak front line I have there, even with all that numbers. And yeah, very strong anti-infantry army just crushing through my resistances, and it's quite hard to get to Malagor, even with Ulrika shooting at him as well. So yeah, still getting a lot of damage in because of the shooting and Malkov's drain, but alas, that is not going to be enough to win this because my infantry didn't stand much chance against his barreling ball of anti-infantry bonus and also spiky attacks of the Razor Gore herds as well. And yeah, a very quick victory for Calamity, and they will be moving on into the finals there. Okay, looks like let me just report the scores. Looks like round 1 is done. Oh, okay. Oh. Looks like Pasha has dropped out of the tourney. In that case, I am down. Okay. Right. Alright, let me just reorganize this tournament structure a bit, and then I will and then we'll proceed into the next round. I don't know if, excuse me, I don't know if we're gonna get any replays from the other side of the tourney though, so hopefully we do. If not, then we'll just do live battles and call it a day. But yeah, very nicely done with Calamity's kiting as well. I don't really have, like, I was hoping to use the Huntsman to counter-fire at the Senegals, but because my infantry collapsed so fast, they didn't really have the chance to fire at the Senegals, and they just kind of, they just basically had all the time they need to do their thing. Yeah, I didn't have anything, not a single thing to stop these Razorgors from raising my front line. Very nicely. Oh, and Butchers, a very devastating unit. The Butchers of Kalgandar, as always. Oh, does Tomb Kings do into Beastmen? Sorry, I'm Pino. I don't know much about that matchup either. I don't think I've seen that matchup much myself. Let me just set up a lobby, by the way. Right, Pillar of Bone. Right. I am gonna go Bretonia again in the first round, cause whatever. Right, Bretonia in game 1 though, so what can I do with Bretonia? If my opponent goes with Dwarves, which was what they wanted to pick in the Swiss format, then I'll probably have to, oh, they're going Lizards, I'm still gonna have to bring some few Trebuchets. That's a must. Oh, actually, I will bring King Luon, because I need the armor debuff there. Biki, Sword of Corone for armor debuff, and then I think that would be Curse of Midnight Wind. That was a game 1 tech, if anything. Like, in terms of bonuses, Outbreak the Borderloo gives a bunch of anti-large bonus, which is nice and all, but I think in this situation, what I would rather want is anti. Ooh, actually, Green Knight would be tempting. Would be anti-armor instead, because Bretonia doesn't have a whole lot of armor. If I want to fight them, I need something to counteract that heavy hide. Like Pegasus Knights and Grail Knights. Pegasus Knights and regular Knights of the Realm don't do armor piercing, so I will really need the armor debuff. And so yeah, Curse of Midnight Wind and Sword of Corone would be a nice combo there. And then Aura of the Lady, Royaling Skies. I'll bring that, just in case if they are trying to kite me with a bunch of Pterodon Riders. And I bring one Grey Reliquy, a few Spears. Oh, that's too many, too many Peasant Archers. That's way too many. We're definitely above the rule limits. And yeah, I'll just bring a couple more Knights of the Realm, and we're out of money. Dolores Blade. So we are like one Grail Cavalry too many. We're one cavalry too many. Okay, I'll just cut the Green Knight. Don't really need him, per se. And then get Defender's Fleur-de-Lis. Alright, cool. There we go. Oh shit, sorry. I am supposed to go Pillar of Bone. I forgot to set the map. Tomb Kings into Beastmen is an even matchup. Interesting. Because I don't actually play either of those factions much, so I can't really say. But yeah, both sides have what I don't know. I feel like Beastmen might have a slight advantage, just because of I don't know. They might have struggle against like with Sharp T Great Bows, but at the same time they have they have the access to throwing axes, which is quite nice against constructs. And like the armor piercing on all the construct doesn't do much against like the Beastmen anyway, so yeah. I guess they don't have a quick way to clear skeletons. That's the downside of the Beastmen right now into the Tomb Kings matchup. But yeah. Alright, we've got artillery. Will they ambush me? Like, will my opponent bring out some funny build like say? Alright, we still need to like set up the artillery first. Will my opponent bring a funny build, say a Stalker Chameleon Vanguard build with a cohort of the Papa Pot cohort? If you have the Papa Hawk cohort, the Papa Pop cohort, then you can bring like a pretty, it's a decentish like front Vanguard army, so it's not bad at all. Alright, just get those guys hiding in the forest, get another Pegasus Knight. We have the Knight of the Realm guarding the back. Just hoping we are not gonna get jumped from behind. Good luck as well. Ready as well. Good luck, have fun to my opponent there. Oh, they are boxing. They are boxing! If you're boxing, then, well, no. Alright, they're coming in. Gonna go and, fend them off. Oh, the Hand of the Gods. Alright. I mean, I'm fine with the archers being hit. It's the... Oh, they fire leech bolas. Alright, these are fine then. I can handle those. King Luan, come over, and I will need you guys to slow everyone. Alright, just keep smashing up their formation. I don't really care at this point. Alright, we caught one. We caught the other. We caught two. We caught three. Alright, cool. Oh, that is a problem. Alright, we got some damage done. We got their flyers countered. Alright, King Luan, ready. I need you to be ready, King Luan. We also have our archers are mostly knocked out, which is not ideal. We got some pretty hefty damage there. Alright, keep throwing rocks at them. Alright. Everyone, time to go. Alright, we can screen them. We can definitely screen these. Do we have it on? Cool. Everything's on. Everyone starts pumping damage. Alright, the peasants are gonna go down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just keep throwing rocks at them. Oh shit, that is a devastating hit. Alright, the anti-large is doing work, I guess. Or I just have to jump them, whatever. Throw rocks at them. King Luan is still holding, but my cavalry is not. Does some good damage overall, but does it justify the sacrifice? Not necessarily. Couldn't knock out. Oh, I forgot about that. Right. Round 2, baby. King Luan is still holding. I'm just chucking everything I have into this blob there. Why are you not firing at the right targets? And you guys come back and help out. And oh wait, what are you doing? Oh no, King Luan is running. King Luan is routing. Oh shit. Come on over. You can't rout King Luan. Get back into the sky. Alright, he's back in the sky. He's back out. He's out. Stabilize his leadership. Woo! That was close. Woo! That was close. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore at this point. Like, this is so desperate. I have to throw in my caster to take this fight. But the armor debuffs are coming in handy. It's nice. Alright. That works. That's working. Even the damsel did 40 damage, 40 gold worth of damage value. It's something. All right. Ooh, ow. Ooh. Yeah, but Saurus is kind of shit. So don't bother using them. Yeah. Holy fuck. That was close. I don't even know how I survived that one. Like my left flank was collapsing there. But King Luan, being a tough bastard, held on. Whew, that was close. The cavalry mostly pretty tattered, but the Curse of Midnight Wind came through. So. But yeah, the armor debuffs came in quite handy. Really boosting the damage for my cavalry. Getting some solid damage value. Like, yeah, my, unfortunately, my micro is just not that good, so I have to make it up with other stuff like army builds. And the army builds did okay. Like, the left flank here, the cavalry from the left flank, some of these, Knights of the Realm and Pegasus Knights, this one did really well. This one also did fine. Essentially earned back their Valiant and some more. King Luan, as always, very solid, and the Trebuchet forcing my opponent to come to me instead of hanging back and just dish out the skirmishing damage. I was afraid of Pterodon's kiting, so seeing those Pterodon riders, I'm really glad I brought the Pegasus Knights, and on top of that have the Roiling Skies, because the Roiling Skies really helped me caught these Pterodon riders and stop them from hanging around my formation. And like, these are not cheap cavalry either. They cost like 800-ish plus. So that's like 20% of their army gone at that point. Yeah. 25% of their army gone, yeah. Well, I took very minimal losses in return because, yeah, I basically chased them down with the Pegasus Knights. Got some really good value. The archers did alright, and I just really whittled down my opponent's dinos, and yeah, GG. Alright, best of threes. Let me just switch maps to Mortis Waste. Which is a desert map, very empty. I am gonna pick some. I do want to play Skavens, so I will pick Skavens as one of the choices. Skavens. Skavens. I will take. Yeah, let's do Beastmen for once, because I haven't played them for a while, and let's do something. We have two chaotic factions or forces of destruction versus Skavens, so let's get an order faction. I will go High Elves. Maybe I can bring the Sky Cutters again, banning Grand Cafe, because I really don't want to play against them right now. Not in the mood of playing against a box build. Banning High Elves and alright. Looks like my opponent is going Skaven. I'm not going for a Skaven. Oh, I'm not going for a Skaven. I'm not going for a Skaven mirror match, so I'll have to go Beastman then. And I'll go Malagor the Dark Omen and let him sit back. And just, ooh, actually, I want to commit into the, I want to commit to the bit and really go in with, okay, so I want to commit to the idea of, bum rushing, so, I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna do what Calamity just did to me, a line of Razor Gore Hurts. But I wouldn't be bringing Slangor. They're good, but they're also quite a bit more expensive. Instead, I'll just bring regular Ungorhurts, and hopefully these guys are enough to combine and punch through the Skaven chap. Now, I am worried about something like a Storm Vermin box. Yeah, I'm just gonna commit to the bum rushing idea. And just bring some Zangos on flank. Santa goes all over the place. And Great Bray Shaman. There we go. Life Leeching, Arcane, Conduit. Distorted? Distorted? Nah, it's not really useful here. Tuskor Chariot and Doom and Darkness plus a Purple Sun. Spirit Leech, I'll bring Spirit Leech as well. Forbidden Rod, he will be the caster, just spell kiting away. And yeah, it's just gonna bring another deadly, a very deadly Mino. Bring one hound and then a couple archers. Instead of throwing axes, I'm just gonna bring some archers and call it a day. Alright, still have some gold left. What do you want? Yeah, Furies. Sorry, Harpies. Alright, done. Let's go. Using the Razor Gore Bum Rush method. Just let the chaff and the Razor Gore die to Poison Wing Globes if there are any. The real expensive stuff can stay back. But yeah, I was quite intrigued by that infantry plus Razor Gore rushing build, so I'm gonna try and make my own. Although I wouldn't bring Slangos because they're expensive. They're very good, don't get me wrong. I just can't justify the cost for what I'm gonna do to these Angors here. They're probably just gonna die horribly to Poison Wing Globes, and I can't have that happen. Alright, cool. Harpies sit around. I don't have any like flyers. It's just the caster here, and this guy can. These guys can stay at the back. Archers can kind of hang out in the front and maybe do some chipping away. Yep, there we go. Ready, and good luck to my opponent there. Alright, they are coming in with Poison Wing Globes, so let's just go in and start chipping them away. We have the range advantage here. Oh shit, already? Oop, looks like the Razor Gore tanked the damage for my dude here. These are the summon version, it's fine, don't care. Alright, you guys can push up. Alright, you guys can come over and get a drop on them perhaps. Alright. Jump their backline. The Furies, the Harpies are dead, but oh well. This is a price I'm willing to pay, and yeah, we can rush them. Oh shit, my rush is very disjointed. Horrible rush. Don't do that. This is how not to do a rush. Where's the caster? What? Wait, where's the enemy caster? Oh, there we go. Oh, start that and clean. Never mind there. not gonna matter. Oh shit, I should have saved the magic for this. Alright, I guess I'll just have to Forbidden Rod a bit. They are... Alright, jump them. You have the armor piercing. I know you have the armor piercing, but yeah, it's holy fuck. The damage. Ouch. Hurts. I should have saved the purple sun for this blow. I should have checked. Big mistake. Always check your opponent's army. Yeah. Witchers of Calvin Guard are held back for far too long at this point. Everything dies. Right. Oh, I forgot about them too. You didn't see anything. It's just tactical reserves, guys. Like, nothing weird happened. It was just totally normal, man. Totally normal. But yeah, that was quite an embarrassing rush. Looks like my opponent will be winning handily this fight. Yeah, that was an shameful display, you can say, in Total War terms of things. Alright, came back, but it's too late now. Where is the... Can I throw a purple sun at least? Come on! Make it! You can make it! Nope, nope, nope. He can't make it. You can at least get a purple sun in here. Oh, these are Ixchia's Triads. I thought... Okay, wait. No, I couldn't even see them earlier. Right. Man, that was a horrible Beastman rush. Like, I fucked up the Sandacle so much, and the Razor Gores didn't do much to the front line of the enemy either. Yeah. Maybe if it's like, maybe if I go spawns for the front line, that would have been a lot more different, because spawns are much more are much better damage dealers in smashing up like armored chaff, while Razor Gore Hurt's AP is largely wasted on Skaven, and they rout while spawns don't, so they can just keep punching until they break through or they die. So like if I maybe cut the Zangors, cut the Razor Gore Hurts, and just replace all of them with spawns, that would have been a bit more different. But yeah, very nicely done by my opponent there, holding the position strong with a lot of Poison Wind Globes, nuking anything that gets close. And yeah, I should have saved the Purple Son of Zerus to nuke those Ixchia's well, maybe I didn't have to. They didn't actually do that much, and the Red Ogres did one of them did excellent, but mostly they're just there to hold the tide and let the Poison Wind Globes do their thing. And yeah, they did their thing. While Throt and Unclean just kind of their tanking damage, fighting through my large targets, and there were a lot of large targets for him to take down. So yeah, there's that. GG, well played to my opponent, and one more game between me and my opponent. Poor Harpies being sent to into their own spells. I mean, if they die with the Poison Globes, it would have been worth it. But obviously that did not pay off. So yeah, it was a horrible mistake on my own. Alright, looks like my opponent will have to step away for a couple minutes, so we might have... I might check something first before dropping back in. Alright, cool. What are the picks and bans rules for round 3 and best of 3? Give me a second. Yep, sorry, just doing tournament admin. Give me a second. Alright. Okay, I'll go and tidy up some replays. Not that we have a whole lot of replays anyways. Hello David, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. While my opponent is away from keyboard, I'll just do some organizing of the replay file so that we can jump right into casting afterwards. Alright, cool. Right, the last map will be Galbaraz, which is a very flat and open map. I don't know what they're gonna pick. We just have to wait for our opponent to bring up their picks, but hopefully everyone's having a good week. Things have been things have been quite quiet lately for the game. I wonder if there's like people. CA has been teasing about the Tigerman DLC for a while now, so I wonder when that's gonna come. Not sure. I haven't been looking at the news for a while. Like, I mean, I've seen players talk about, like, some content creators talk about it, but yeah, like we don't even have a trailer right now. Yeah. So yeah, like, I think we just have to still wait a bit longer. We shall see. Okay, my opponent is taking VC, Vampire Counts, Dwarves, Tomb Kings, Ben, High Elves. I will go... I want to go Bretonia again, but I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. You know what? I'm feeling Lizardman today, so let me just go Lizardman, ban Dwarves. No, ban Tomb Kings. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Yeah. I don't want to fight freaking. I don't want to fight a bunch of Ushapti Great Bulls as the Lizardman. So there's that. Right. I don't know what they're gonna pick, so I'll just have to wait a bit. If they're going Vampire Counts, I am gonna go Tan Huan just cause why the fuck not? Dwarves, I'll have to... I can still go... No, but I can't bring orbital laser with Tan Hoen. Alright, I'll figure something else out. Right, we can go skink spams, I think. You know what? A skink army would be fun. Alright, hold on. That's too many. That's too many. That's a rule break right there. Right, skinks. We can bring in even more skinks, and then we're out of money. Right, red crested skink chief on the ground, or maybe on a horn one would be good enough, and get some armor piercing. Right. Right. Just a bunch of skinky boys with Wind Blast doesn't really do much. Chain Lightning Thunderbolt. Hold on. I think we can try Thunderbolt to blast armored tin cans, and Curse of Midnight Wind. We have a bunch of armor piercing. Alright, cool. What can we do here? What? Lore of Beast? What can help us punch? Ooh. Why is this wild form? No, we need something to punch through their armor and melee defense. Which means Curse of Honor Air might have to be the case here. And then Ember Spears. Pterodon to maneuver. I don't know what to do with if they have a Floric though. Like, I've got nothing good to fight a Floric. So we might actually have to bring a non-skink unit, which is a Saurus Garvet, into the fray. Just in case we need to fight Floric on... like, on his toilet seat. Just in case. And we'll just probably have to cut one of the... have to cut some of... we can cut some skinks out and Ferrobostilodon to disrupt, maybe? We can get him on foot, actually, so that we can save up some money. And, oh no, we need, like, max requested. Right. Right, Wild Heart. What else? Power recharge doesn't matter here, and, I guess? Oh, wait, hold on. That, and then... that? Yeah! Oh, what am I even doing here? Right. So, Skinky Boys. It's just... oops, I dropped the skinks. It's all skinks and one Saurus in case I need to fight Floric. And, yeah. Alright, let's go. Whatever the fuck. Let's go. I don't even know. I think 5 red crested is like legal, right? I don't know about the spill. That's a lot of infantry. I mean, what? You're fighting lizardmen, so nobody expects you to just drop a bunch of infantry, right? You are expecting Colt 1 cavalry. You're expecting dinos. You're not expecting a fucking horde of skinks. So maybe this will be the surprise element that works. Who the fuck knows? I don't freaking know. If we die, we die. We shall see. Alright, right. We need the regular skinks on the flanks, because chances are the slayers will be like at the back or something. Actually, yeah, we'll have the dinos in the front. Alongside with the characters leading the charge and eating all the explosive charges if there are any. Oops. Just clicked. And blow dot on the sides. We have Vanguard deployment all the way on the other side of the freaking map. Let them just chill out on the corners of the map. Because they will be just jumping the back line and stuff. Right. Right. I don't know if this is gonna work. I hope so. If it doesn't, then, well, we're kind of fucked. Well, if it works, well, that would be funny. But yeah, regular skinks will just have to eat a bunch of explosives. Or they can just go around and not eat explosives. We shall see. Saurus Garvet will be eating explosives as well. And, right, so... Caster... Flyers... Skirmishers... This is a duelist, and then the infantry formation. Alright, looks like my opponent is ready. I should tell him ready as well. Good luck, have fun. Hola Skinks. This is a Hola Skinks build. Now, if they bring flame cannons, then I'm a bit screwed. But I don't think. Would anyone expect? Would anyone bring flame cannons as a dwarf against dinos? I don't think that is gonna happen here. So. Hola, Skinks. Alright, let's just freaking go. Doesn't matter at this point. Just go! Alright, pull back a bit. And, get those Ripper deck. Oh, scheiße. Thunders, that's fine. Why did I swear in German? I'm not even German at all. Like, I don't even know German. I just like the word, maybe? Anyways. Not a concern. We just keep rushing. Just alright. Actually, change our plans. You guys go that way. You guys fight them. You guys go. Alright, go there. Disrupt them. Alright, start charging. Right. Just bomb the Slayers. You guys can fly on over in and do your thing. Alright, I can send you in and Alright, come on over and jumping their back line maybe. Alright, go and jump their back line there. You guys... Alright, just... oh, that's too many Slayers. Alright, go and fight them. Fight Belagar. Well, our backline just got annihilated. Which is not ideal. I mean, our some of our Ripper projectiles just got annihilated. That's not ideal. Oh, and we missed the rock. Damn it. Oh, can we launch a shot there? Shit. The Ripper projectiles are just dying horribly. Dying. Horrible death. The Skinks are doing alright though. That's good. Alright, go and shoot the Slayers and rip them apart. Okay. I saw some lag here. I thought there is issues. Belagar is going down for sure. That's nice. I should fly up and start dropping some Ember Spears. Alright, I'm gonna eat some damage, but whatever. Is Belagor dead yet? Belagor is going down, that's fine. That's good. Nope, that didn't do jack shit. Or just didn't do anything. Alright. Not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. Why did you not shoot? If you actually got out... Oh. When did I left those guys there? Alright, cool. Send them over. That was a dumb idea. Wait, why are you routed again? You just came back! Okay, I don't have anything to counteract their blobs now. That is a problem. Like, this whole blob of Slayers, I don't have Flock of Dooms. I don't know how to deal with them right now. And that is just way too many Slayers. I should have expected the Slayers, to be fair. I didn't, and that is my mistake. Alright, can you drop an Ember Spear over? Look at him just kill himself with his miscast. Just look at that. No? No miscast? Ooh, nice damage. Nice damage. Right. Alright, I've got some forces coming back. Good news, I guess. I'll just have to keep casting those Ember Spears at this point. I need to regroup. That is a big chunk of Alright, fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away. Juke it. Juke it. Alright, can we regroup? Do we have anything to regroup? Alright, we have to spell kite. A bit. Yeah, I don't know how to fight these Slayers. That's the problem. I don't have blow dots. I don't have anything to counter them. Alright, we got that. Drop an Ember Spears in. Yeah, good damage. Yeah, I just have to spell kite a bit there. Don't really have much of a choice. Alright, that's dead. I should have brought a Flock of Doom. Oh well, I think that is GG. The Skink Horde did not work out. Right, nice. GG to my opponent, they're very well played. And yeah, the Skink Horde, Red Crested did alright. Like, they are designed to crack tin cans, but the problem is just Slayer spam. I don't have anything to specifically counter that many Slayers. So yeah, I was expecting a lot of counter against Cold Ones and Dinos, and they countered my counter with Unbreakable Slayer Horde. Just 7 Slayers, man. That's a lot of investments. And yeah, they just held on and beat the shit out of my poor skinks. And any dinos, because they don't have much of a backline, any dinos that try to get close, oh, just got chewed up by the Slayers really badly. Yeah, which is what happened to my Ripper Projectiles and to my Bastillons. To be fair, I probably should have just waited with them and just let the skinks break through the front line, and then they can probably start mopping up those routed Dowie troops. But I was getting a bit impatient because those Thunders were chipping away at my units. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. Even, like, I can probably just mob... Yeah, I can probably mob the miners in the front line, but I just don't have any answer to the Slayers at the back, unless I'm just throwing... maybe this is why I should have, instead of bringing Ripper Dactyl Riders, I should have just... And Bastillon, I should have just went all in on Chameleon Skinks and Stalkers at the back line. Yeah, maybe I should have done that, actually. And just get more Skink Skirmishers, too. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. That probably would have worked out better, because, yeah, I think the Chameleon Stalkers can fight alright against Slayers. As in, trade alright, with the explosives and, like, okay-ish melee stats. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Damn it. Missed opportunities right there. Yep. Very well played, though, to my opponent with the Slayers. Even losing Belagar in the early game doesn't really matter, as the Slayers were able to just hold on till the late game and just beat the shit out of everything I threw at them. Very nicely done by CH Ammo, or Chimo? He got staggered and didn't cast his spear. Yeah. Skinks are definitely meta as far as I know, though wouldn't know what's popular against specifically dwarves. Yeah. I don't think my opponent is specifically expecting a Skink Horde, but the Slayers were enough to beat them down, and with explosives, of course. And very nicely done with my opponent's control as well. Just kind of like keeping my frontline units occupied with the non-explosive Slayers, Belagar, and the regular non-explosive miners, with Slayers and Belagar himself, and then retreating some of the miners, allowing them to get back to safety and use up their explosive charges. So that was very nicely done, and really blast up some of my Red Crested in the front line. And yeah, very nicely done by my opponent there. I probably should have just left the Red Cresteds on the flanks instead of leaving them in the front line, now that I think about it. And yeah, the Feral Bastillodons get horrible engagements in this game. GG to my opponent, and that is it for this tourney, I think. Or I think Calamity and Race are still duking it out. So while they're still fighting, I am gonna cast the round 1 replays from Race and Pasha. And GG to my opponent, CH Ammo, there they missed the first round of the battle, but they didn't drop back in and put up a very good display of the defensive gameplay with Skavens and the Dowie. Alright, so I think this one was the first one. Right, so High Elves from Race versus Pasha's Kislev. I think that is what they were planning to use in the Faction Wars. And the round 1, since we are switching over to the best of 3s, they decided, just like how I did with my Bretonia, they decided to go with their Faction War choices either ways. Now, for Race here, the High Elves, a front line of a whole lot of archers in light armor, which provides them with additional melee stats and protection, making them slightly tankier and can hold on even against a charge from, probably not a charge from the dervishes, but even still, we'll hold on a little longer and buy more time for units to support. Backed up by a line of staunch spears with a bunch of lions, war lions of Shreks. Interesting. And then further back, Illyrian Reavers, a very wide army. Oh, and of course the Fireborn elite unit. Oh, actually 2 Dragon Princes, one of them the Fireborn. So, yeah, quite a wide army, staunch line of spears and archers, very standard for High Elves. Leading the army is the Archmage of Shadows, with Malkovs to counteract enemy cavalry and Pit of Shades to nuke armored infantry. And on the other side, for Pasha's Kislevites, a front line of Kislevite warriors and armored Kossars backed up by regular Kossars. So a lot of shooting power with another unit of Kislevite warriors, 2 Griffin Legion and winged lances guarding the back. Now for the skirmishing firepower, we are seeing some light war sleds, horse archers all the way in the front, and an Ice Witch of Tempest ready to go and cast spells. Let me just check what the spells are. Hailstorm and Blizzard, very standard stuff there. Let's go back to normal speed and see what happens. Alright, light war sled starts chipping away, starts doing some shooting, but of course the archer counterfire means they need to back off. They don't have a whole lot of armor. They're called light war sled for a reason, so yeah, they want to just back the hell out of there before they themselves take too much damage. But chipping away the Archmage is nice, regardless. Just getting some damage done here and there. We're gonna fast forward the skirmishing phase. Doesn't seem a lot to be going. It's mostly just a light war sled wasting the ammo of the archers, as the archers were just firing at them while Pasha very masterfully juking away, and yeah, just really wasting the archers' ammo. Not that you're gonna use up all the ammo on your archers anyways, but yeah, race is a little bit sloppy in the micro though, letting the light armor archers get caught up by the Ice Witch and taking some unnecessary damage. Nice bit of shades though. Pasha unfortunately bunch up their units and even almost charge in the winged lances. 2 Kossars getting hit by 1, oh actually 3 Kossars getting hit by 1 bit of shades. That is a 3-for-1 baby, and almost a whole unit of Kossars got wiped there, and the 2 other took substantial damage. And yeah, one of the remaining 2 is also almost dead, and both 2 units already triggering Fire of Blood. On the far side, their light archers are continuing to just chip away at the approaching Kislevite warriors, and the spears are also moving up, trying to block off the enemy Griffin Legion, who did not receive a charge order at anything. Fireborn trying to countercharge, but they quickly back up. Here comes a hail blizzard, and yeah, that's gonna be some nasty damage for the spear, but also doing a lot of friendly fire to the Kislevite warriors. So I'm not quite sure if that's worth it, but yeah. Looks like some spears managed to push in with their sheer numbers into the enemy backline, but here comes those Griffin Legion to countercharge. And on the right flank of the High Elves, their defenses are a little bit thin. Only Illyrian Reavers are in place, and the Griffin Legion are crushing them with horse archers charging in as well. But these are archers with light armor, so they do have a little bit more holding power, buying more time for those Fireborn to come over and screen off those enemy cavalry. On the left flank, the Dragon Princes did get the charge onto the Griffin Legion and absolutely smashing them in melee with superior melee stats, armor, and charge bonus. Do they have actually better charge bonus? Yes, they do. Pit of Shades once more into the enemy backline, into the Kislev backline, and nuking down their infantry, especially the armored Kossars, and are blobbed up with the Kislevite warriors, so it's a 2-for-1. And the Dragon Princess Fireborn on the right flank managed to catch up to the Griffin Legion and Horse Archers and are absolutely annihilating the enemies in melee combat. Let's see, Archmage of Shadows though, getting caught up with the Ice Witch of Tempest there, getting chilled up. That's quite unfortunate. But she should be fast enough to get out of there, while the archers are just firing point blank into the Ice Witch of Tempest at 80 armor now, due to a very tired status, the fatigue debuff. That yeah, chipping away the health of the Ice Witch, using Malkov's Mystifying Miasma to also slow her down, so that the Archmage can run away, can escape from the grasp of the Frostworm. On the far side, Fireborn just 1v3 beating up the Griffin Legion and both of the Horse Archers with no issues at all. Elite melee stats, armor, and bonus versus large, and yeah, just everything seems to be going in the High Elves' favor for now, and the staunch line of spears are pushing through with the torrent of arrows raining down onto the Ice Witch Tempest. That 3-for-1 Pit of Chase nuke was so painful in the early game, knocking a good chunk of the Kislev archery firepower. And yeah, that's a good 1,000 plus units gone in one cast, giving this caster so much value. And yeah, the Kislevite army unfortunately just didn't quite hold up. The Warslets were patiently trying to waste the enemy's ammo, but yeah, in terms of cavalry play, the Griffin Legion got outplayed by the Dragon Princes. That Archmage win that battle for herself. Yeah, those Pit of Shades are so deadly. And Melkov's too, draining down on the key units. Although she took a lot of damage from the Frostworm, but that's fine. That's fine. The rest of the army did what they had to do there. The archers were pretty much unharassed. The blizzards and the hailstorm should have been dropped onto the enemy archers instead to try and soften them up. And but yeah, unfortunately there is just no mobility getting into the enemy backline, so the archers were pretty much firing unimpeded throughout the whole battle, while the Dragon Princes just thriving in melee combat against all the enemy cavalry. There's just so much mobility from the High Elf side. The Kislevites simply do not have enough resources to circumvent all of that defenses and get to the archers. After all, their infantry is not cheap either, especially the armored Corsairs, costing 650 per unit, while even more expensive than your usual spears of the High Elves. While the High Elves are just mass spamming units in the front line, blocking up all the possible angles for the Kislevite to get in. And yeah, the Warlands did okay as well. They're armor piercing, so they can actually do okay damage even to the armored cavalry of Kislevite, but obviously that is not exactly needed here, with the Fireborn doing most of the heavy lifting. GG for that one. Alright, looks like the final battle is also final games are also done in the finals between Calamity and Raced. We shall see who is. We'll go into their games last, of course. We still have another gameplay in round 1 between Pasha and Race. Although we know what's gonna happen, we're still gonna watch it. And let me just do some tournament admin first, and congratulate the winner of the tourney. Alright. Right, I've announced the winner on the Discord, but if you don't want spoilers, don't look at it. Next up, we have another battle between Race and Pasha. Once again, Race is going with the elves. He does enjoy elves a lot. This time going with Dark Elves here versus Warriors of Chaos from Pasha. And yeah, we shall see what happens. Dark Elves going with 2 Dread Spears, 2 Witch Elves, so very aggressive with these light armored ladies. and a Hargan of Executioners. I haven't seen these guys in a while, but I suspect they just want to have some anti-armor, anti-infantry elites in case they need to deal with Chosens and Chaos Warriors. There's also a couple of Black Arquebuses with handballs for some kiting power. Oh, actually, there's a lot of kiting power. Scourge Rider Chariots to snipe monsters, and Dark Riders with repeater crossbows even to chip away enemy units with their armor-piercing skirmishing fire. They can't 360 shoot, so there's no shoot and scoot, but they can still... they're basically a much faster missile infantry. You can think of it that way. Now, behind them is 4 Koan Knights, basically your best anti-monster, anti-large cavalry in your Dark Elf roster. And leading the army is a Supreme Sorceress of Shadows with Melkovs and Occam's Mind Razor. So expecting to see some buffing onto those, either onto the Hargan of Executioner or the Koan Cavalry. I suspect it would be the Koan Cavalry if anything. Now on the other side, for the Warriors of Chaos, a front line of Marauders, and backed up by a lot of Trolls. Some armored, some all armored. Yeah, all armored Trolls. 3 armored Trolls, so quite a bit of punching power in the front line. Forsaken as well. Hellstriders backed up by the Rotting Riders of Nurgle, and another Hellstrider unit. So quite a few Hellstriders actually. Yeah, 5 Chaos marked units, because there's also a Chaos Sorcerer, Lord of Slaanesh with Shadows magic. both sides are spamming Melkovs in this game. Although they also have Pit of Shades, which will be quite good against the Hargan of Executioners and Witch Elves, and also Enfeebling Foe to nuke enemy melee stats. And the Chaos Sorcerer Lord should be okay in dueling as well. There are also some Murder Horsemen which are pretty standard for Warriors of Chaos. They are excellent skirmishers with their javelins. Even against armored targets, they have enough armor-piercing weapon strength to leave a mark. It's not major armor-piercing, but still good enough. And yeah, we shall see what happens here. Yep, sorry. Just checking YouTube and make sure everything's working. Looks like the Scourge Riders are gonna go and chip away the health of the Chaos Trolls. Oh, I forgot about the Dark Riders. Vanguard deployed all the way on the other side of the battlefield, while these Black Arquebuses will be skirmishing away. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you getting so close? Oh, they're shooting at the Rotting Riders, trying to chip down these elite cavalry first. Because it will be... These Trolls are less of a concern, I do agree. And Forsaken are being chipped away. The Black Arquebuses handballs don't have a whole lot of armor piercing, but still works. Still do okay damage. Ooh, Witch Elves are not going to enjoy this fight, though. Absolutely getting crushed by the charge of the Forsaken. Although they have turned on Witch Brew and tried to dish out damage back. But the Trolls just came in and just knocked a whole bunch of them down. And they were just not doing the damage they need to make this work. Koan Knights are coming in, though, reinforcing with armor-piercing damage and also anti-monstrosity power. Hargan of Executioners also fighting in the good fight, while the Scourge Rider Chariots and the Black Arquebuses are sitting back and trying to dish out some skirmishing fire power. Although Pit of Shades, very nicely done onto the Hargan of Executioners and Koan Knights, 2 of the most expensive units on the Dark Elf army here, excluding their Lord. And doing some nasty damage, although the Forsaken are also kind of down to the last their last leg, but at least the Trolls can probably try to break through. Rotting Riders have been held at back so far, losing 1 model from the enemy skirmishing, but they will now charge into the back line there. Chaos Trolls are duking out on the side though, not really breaking through the Dread Spears, while these Rotting Riders got absolutely annihilated by enemy cavalry, including the the Rotting Riders annihilating the repeater crossbows Dark Riders. Sorry, almost screwed that one up entirely. But yeah, Koan Knights are now engaging against the Rotting Riders. Am I seeing any Melkovs? I'm not sure. More Melkovs, this time onto the enemy cavalry here from the Dark Elves. Marauder Horsemen getting drained down, although the Rotting Riders are still quite healthy and fighting the good fight. Although the enemy spears are just holding them down, while Scourge Runners are definitely leaving a mark on their HP bar. Witch Elves are now coming in, and the Trolls are not really holding up that much longer. They are quite a cowardly unit, already breaking. Oh no, they still have a lot of healing left, but they're already shattered as the Koan Cavalry has managed to turn this engagement around with their anti-large and a bonus versus anti-large and anti-armor fighting power. Yeah, all the Trolls are done for, actually. Oh, this is bad for the Chaos Warriors. A lot of their fighting power rests in the potential of getting regeneration, but all their regeneration units, except the Rotting Riders, aren't coming back. Skirmishers are also getting whittled down by the Melkovs, and Forsaken are on their last legs, while the Dark Elves, despite a lot of their elite cavalry is quite tattered, and their Hardened Executioner and one of the Witch Elves got annihilated, there's still a lot of healthy infantry and one healthy Dark Rider still around, able to chase down routed enemy troops and pressure those Murder Horsemen. So yeah, I think it's just we can fast forward here, as the Dark Elves do have control over the battlefield. The Rotting Riders are running through the battlefield, but even with their healing, even with their armor, that is still not going to be enough here, as they are swarmed by enemy cavalry, drained down by Melkovs, and also chipped away by those Scourge Runner chariots. Yeah, Scourge Runner chariots definitely did some pretty good work here, slowly but surely chipping down on those Rotting Riders there. While the Koan Cavalry, I might actually jump back in and just rewatch those Koan Cavalry's engagement. Didn't really highlight them, I don't think. They were basically countercharging all those Trolls in the front line, and managed to turn the battle around there, I think. While the infantry, only the Black Arquebuses and only the Black Arquebuses really do much here. Most of the heavy lifting were done by the Koan Cavalry, and yeah, mostly just the Koan Cavalry here. While the Warriors of Chaos, the Forsaken, did okay. They traded well into the enemy infantry, especially into the Witch Elves. But the Trolls, man, the Trolls are a cowardly bunch. And the Hellstriders just weren't able to have a good fight anywhere whatsoever, as they were some of them were immediately countered by the Koan Knights and get beaten up in a straight up melee fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly jump back in and rewatch those Koan Cavalry for a bit there. Alright, so cavalry circled around, but yeah, the Koan Cavalry just jumped into the front line to help out against the enemy Trolls, but... Oh, the Hellstriders got a rear charge against the Koan Cavalry. But they got just... Oh, everything got buffed by Occam's Mind Razor. That explains why... Oh, the Black Arquebuses didn't really enjoy that buff, but yeah, the Koan Knights were able to punch back, I guess, with the Occam's Mind Razor. I missed out on the Occam's Mind Razor for sure. And got some good damage. I don't know if it's worth it, but definitely did some damage. Though the Hellstriders did catch the Dark Riders and just annihilated them straight away. But because of that, they just got countercharged by the Rotting Riders and just died. And oh, sorry, they got countercharged by Koan Knights and died. The Rotting Riders came in as well, but not enough to save them for sure. And yeah. And then these Black Corsairs just keep kiting away. Hellstriders might be able to do some good damage, but they lack that armor piercing. Yeah, damn, okay. That is a very strong performance from these Black Corsairs, just sitting back and just chipping away at the armored Trolls. Like, these are armored Trolls, man. How do you do so much damage? Alright, that is it for this one. Let's just do another... Alright, let's just cast the rest now that we are done with the round 1. Alright. Finals between Calamity and Race. Tinge versus Wood Elves. First game, and let's start. Calamity going with Tinge here, and they are going quite an aggressive build. Blue Horrors, not really good at melee, but they have the firepower, and with a bunch of Forsaken rushing forward, they should be able to punch a hole in the light infantry of the Wood Elves. Let's slow down a bit and capture the rest of the armies here. 3 Chaos Knights of Tinge with lances, so a lot of charging power to run down the light infantry of Wood Elves. And yeah, in the skies we have Karos Fate Weaver providing some fire support in the form of Flue Fire of Tinge, Tinge Firestorm, of course they have Gaze of Fate and Oracle of Eternity. And on the other side, for the Wood Elves, the Sisters of Twilight ready to just snipe away with their long-range artillery firearms. Glade Captain more long-range firepower, but this one is more of a fighting power here, as she is quite good in melee herself. Anti-large, armor piercing, and all that. Oh, well, not armor piercing. I thought she would be armor piercing with Azrael Spear, but okay, I guess not. And another Forest Dragon as well. So triple single entities flying around for a bit of a Goon Squad build. And some Vanguard deployed. Wraiths of Frozen Hearted and Wild Hunters of Kurnoss. This map is really good for Vanguard deployment and ambushing. So I'm not surprised to see the Wood Elves trying to pull some shenanigans here. Maybe they're just trying to hide away, and then once the Tinge army sees the Wood Elves army, they would start moving over. They would just move over, and as a result, they will have their backs exposed to the Wood Elves behind them. This is where the Wild Hunters of Kurnoss and Wraiths of the Frozen Hearted can just jump in and yeah, ambush their backline. While the rest of the Wood Elves are quite cheap and cheerful here. A front line of Dryads backed up by some Glade Gods with spears and a Spellsinger of Life. That's about it for the army builds. On the Wood Elf side, yeah, the Spellsinger coming in with Earthblood and Regrowth. On the other side, for the Tinge army, a front line of Forsaken backed up. We've already gone through the army build, actually. Yeah, we don't have to go through it again. With Sisters of Twilight starting to fire away and whittle down on those Tinge units, but most of the Tinge units do still have their shields, their Tinge barrier online, so it's not that much of a damage so far. Breath attack onto Forsaken, knocking out their shield, but they need to follow up with more damage, otherwise they're just gonna recharge and waste the cast. A second breath attack, that is a lot of investment onto one Forsaken. I guess they just want to break one unit first, and then the next. But we shall see if this is going to work here, as the Forsakens are moving up and trying to look for a fight against the Dryads, and they will beat the Dryads. They have great weapon strength, magic damage to punch through the physical resistance of the Dryads there. I feel like the Wood Elves are in a massive back foot. They did have a really good charge and just nuke those Forsaken in the front line on the other side though. I wonder if there's any... Was it because there's some like fire support? Anyways, the Glade Riders got absolutely annihilated by the counter charge of the Chaos Knights with lances. And Wild Hunters of Kurnoss have shown themselves and are now running down the Blue Horrors from behind, but never mind, they decided not to get stuck in that fight because they're just gonna get shot up by the other Blue Horrors. They need to seek out a better fight here, but the Wood Elf troops are running low already. Less than 2 minutes into the game, and two Dryads are knocked out. One Dryad is almost done for, and 2 of the Glade Riders are done for as well. And oh no, Gaze of Fate! Look at this poor Wild Hunters of Kurnoss getting locked down by the Gaze of Fate and absolutely deleted by the Blue Horrors. Yeah, there's no saving. Just for safe measures, Karos drops in another Tinge Firestorm, but I don't think that matters anymore. Breath attack onto the ground onto some Chaos Knights, but I don't think that really did move the needle much at all. Now the Glade Captain tried to go after the Karos Fate Weaver, but I don't think that did much damage here, man. Right. And yeah, I think the Forest Dragon is just not doing a whole lot right now, instead getting lit up pretty badly by those Warp Flames. Yeah, the Wood Elves are in a massive disadvantage here. I don't even know if they have enough troops to bring this one back. All the infantry support are gone. The Chaos Knights are running them down, one after the other. Sisters of Twilight are shooting, but not doing a whole lot. Breath attack into the Chaos Knights, but no, not doing much either. I'm gonna fast forward here as yeah, there's not much to talk about anymore. It's just that Wood Elves trying to run away with their infantry units and try to hunt down Kara's Fate Weaver, but every time they get caught up in melee, the Chaos Knights fall up and start to run down the Fleet Captain and regrowth onto the Great Fleet Captain, trying to keep her alive, but that doesn't even matter anymore. She's routing away. If units are staying next to her, she will just keep routing to the white line. Even the regrowth might not be able. Oh, wait. Can she stabilize? Oh no, she's too close to the white line. Oh, wait. Right before she get off the white line, she managed to stabilize, but that doesn't matter. As the Forest Dragon is the one now almost going down. Oh, the Spell Singer is getting brave here, trying to tassel with Kairos, but now earning the ire of those Chaos Knights with lances and pinned down by Gaze of Fate with the knights surrounding her. Yeah, I think that is done for one last desperate Earthblood here, trying to get some HP back for the Glade Captain. And the Glade Captain starts firing away and chipping away at Kairos. But there are so many siege forces here. I don't know how the Wood Elves can bring this one back, even if they knock out Kairos. I mean, Kairos is getting chipped away. Ooh, the Glade Captain unfortunately didn't manage to dodge that blue fire. They will still kill Kairos, I think. But not before Kairos also knocked out the Glade Captain. Casters down, there's only Sisters of Twilight still on the field. But they still have that one routing Dryads on. No, never mind, it's shattered. So there are no more ground forces for the Wood Elves, and they're gonna start taking the no ground force leadership penalty, and yeah, that is gonna be GG here. Yeah, I think this Wood Elf into Tinge is just a horrible matchup for them, unfortunately. I would think they were just yeah, I think they were. I think Race not. Yeah, Wood Elves is simply not a good first pick faction. I feel like if Race picked Wood Elves first, then yeah, I feel like that's kind of on him for going into this horrible matchup. I feel like, yeah, just basically Wood Elves have a lot of physical resistance, light armor, and making them ideal for teams to beat the crap out of them with Forsaken, with their magic damage to bypass physical resistance. And also, don't forget, teams also have fire damage, making them excellent to kill off tree units like the Dryads and Treemen. So yeah, Wood Elves just really, I feel like, just kind of overall hard countered by Tinge army-wide magic damage. And as you can see, just not having a good time from them whatsoever. And their mobility just got counteracted hard by that Gaze of Fate as well. Now, next up we have Ogre Kingdoms versus Bretonnia. Interesting. We shall see what happens here. Ogres here going with some mercenaries. The Paymaster plus 2 Gold Fang Man-Eaters. A lot of armor piercing. Alright, cool. Let me slow down a bit and go through the army builds. For the Ogre Kingdom's front line of Nobblers, backed up by Ogre Bull's dual weapons. And then further back, we have the Amble Peak Greybacks. Interesting. They need enemy units that can induce terror for them. Nearby them, for them to fight with full power, because their Grey Supremacy only gets enabled if that is the case, because they can't trigger their own terror. So, and I don't think friendly terror units can do that either. So they have to be fighting next to enemy terror-inducing units. Thankfully, there is one this time, which is Albrecht de Bordeloo on a Hippogriff. But yeah, other than that, there are a couple Goldfang Man-Eaters, plus a bunch of Pigback Riders, and one of them, the Piggyback Knights, holding the backline there. Just a very bum-rushing army for belly-rushing. Yeah, these are ogres, so they're belly-rushing. Belly-rushing army. A front line of peasant mobs for the Bretonnians, with a bunch of spearmen at arms, and 1 man-at-arms pull arms, and 2 men-at-arms pull arms at the back line. Men-at-arms pull arms are probably the most cost-efficient infantry on the Bretonnian side. They have armor piercing, decent stats, anti-large bonus, and they can hold their own fairly okay with a decent-ish leadership on their own. And yeah, I would say they're even more cost efficient than wait, what are they called again? Than squires, foot squires, and pilgrims, battle pilgrims. Behind them, a bunch of Knights of the Realm and one Grail Guardian. Very elite armor-piercing, blessed cavalry there. Ready to hold the line against the horde of ogres that are going to belly rush their infantry. Outbreak the Borderlord leading the army with a bunch of anti-large bonus and a bit more leadership. The Braid of Borderlord coming in really handy in this matchup. Yeah. Let's see, what else? A couple of field trebuchets to rain rocks onto enemy formations, and yeah. And you can see they're doing some damage to the pigback riders, and they're trying to aim down at the enemy man-eaters. Because those are rocks, and they're big ones too. Even if they don't do anti-large bonus, each projectile does quite a bit of missile damage. And can certainly leave a mark on the ogres if they get a direct hit. If they get a direct hit now. That is not necessarily the case here. Oh, Fire Belly from the ogres. Providing some burning head support to really toast up those poor lightly armored Bretonnian peasants. Rock continues to rain in. And that got a pretty good hit. Knocked out one of the man-eaters. But yeah, everything else starts rushing into the front line. Grail cavalry are also, Knights of the Realm engaging, doing some okay damage in the front line. Burning Head roasting away those peasants, and that was an unfortunate curve for the Bretonnians. But cavalry are coming in with their anti-large bonus, should be able to crush those dual weapon ogre bulls. And you can see they are taking a lot of damage with their light armor, but Amble Peak Greybacks are pushing through. Outbreak the Bololo isn't nearby, so they're not getting the buffs just yet, which is fine. Outbreak the Bololo is on the other side of the battlefield, fighting off some, just trying to work down some of those ogre bulls with dual weapons. A little bit of a cash cascade, massive melee attack buff for these Gold Fangs man-eaters, with alongside those Nobblers and Pigrat Riders, should be able to give them some pretty good damage to those Knights of the Realm. But Outbreak the Bordel is still holding strong there, and more importantly, the Grail Guardians are pretty much untouched. Yeah, they're pretty much untouched here, as the man-at-arms, polearms are now grinding down the Amble Peak Greybacks. Grail Guardians coming back, everything's down, starts getting that bonus versus large from Outbreak the Borderloo here. So the Bretonnians are fighting with extra fighting power, especially these Grail Guardians. They are already very excellent melee fighters, and they're now should be hitting like an absolute truck with that bonus versus large. However, Outbreak the Borderloo is taking quite a bit of damage from the Fire Belly, and the Paymaster both do decent armor-piercing damage. However, the Bretonnian Knights of the Realm has emerged victorious against the Ogre Bellies of dual weapons. Now the Goldfang Man-Eaters are now fighting them with Meat Feast, giving them extra holding power, but they're surrounded by anti-lock troops and they don't have much armor to hold. And they don't have much infantry support too. The Nobblers are running away, and the Grail Guardians are just holding. They're just straight up grinding down the Applebeak Greybacks, and now a regrowth onto them. They barely took any damage, and yet they got a... Oh yeah, this is a desperate situation for those... Oh, a Fireball, and not sure what it's trying to hit, but definitely missing for sure. But yeah, those Grail Guardians are just gonna sit there and chill. They have no problem whatsoever. Yeah, holding the line. Although, yeah, you can see the Goldfang Man-Eaters took quite some damage at this point, even after even after Meat Feast. And more anti-lock units are piling in. At least there are some Pigback Riders and Ogre Bulls dual weapons to support right now. But on the other side, these Goldfangs Man-Eaters do not have infantry. Well, they have some, but got rear charged by the Knights of the Realm and getting smashed by rocks. They're not enjoying it whatsoever. And yeah, Outbreak the Border is still fighting a good fight alongside the Grail Guardians, who got hit by a debuff earlier, but no longer matters. It disappeared. So yeah, oh, I think it's these guys. Disoriented when charging. So yeah, they nuked the melee stats of the Grail Guardians for a bit, but the ogres just can't break them down, while their forces all over the battlefield are just faltering away, slowly being grind down by those sheer numbers of Bretonnians, by their sheer anti-large. They are certainly a powerful fighting force, but they just don't have the staying power at this point. There's no troll guts for them, for sure. And the Burning Heads did some work, I think, but where's the rest of the Burning Heads? Did they only cast one Burning Head? Well, definitely need a Burning Head here, or yeah, but I don't think that matters anymore. But yeah, the Grail Guardians are reaching their heal cap, not earning back their worth just yet, but they are certainly just holding their ground. As the Piggyback Knights, the Knights versus Knight action here, the Knight on Knight action. Look at these fake Knights being dumpstered by the Grail Guardians, just holding on forever and ever, while the rest of the Gulfang's Man-Eaters are isolated, overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of Bretonnians. The Knights of the Realm overwhelming the dual weapon Ogre Bulls, and then leaving the Goldfang Man-Eaters to be surrounded and overwhelmed. And while the Amble Peak Greybacks and the characters of the Ogre Kingdoms are just trying to break through the Grail Guardians, but totally trapped in there with infantry in tow. And yeah, that will be a victory belonging to the Bretonnians this time. Albrecht de Bordelo's anti-large definitely paying dividends in this fight, with the Grail Guardians holding on forever, while the Knights of the Realm and the peasants did their duty. And annihilated the rest of the Ogre army. The Goldfang Man-Eaters did good, but I feel like they are always just not that good for how much they cost. They can do good damage, yeah, but like they're not really a specialized unit at all. They are like a generalist elite unit, and you're just kind of like, they're good at doing a lot of things, but not really excellent at a specific thing. So yeah, I feel like they can do good, but just too expensive for their performance in any specific roles. Yeah, probably just need more Burning Heads. Like, but yeah, I feel like what you need aren't these Goldfang Man-Eaters. You need Man-Eaters great weapons instead. That's what you need. They're cheaper and still having that. They have anti-large bonus versus large. That's what you need against the Bretonnian cavalry. And of course, immune to psychology means they don't care about hippogriffs, and elite melee stats as well to just really crush the enemy cavalry. Or you can also bring crushers. That might work too. But yeah, overall, the cavalry did their work here. The ogres just don't have a lot of armor holding power to protect themselves from the Knights of the Realm and everything here. All those peasants do, except the peasant mobs, and except a few trebuchet, of course, do anti-large. So did some okay work in just whittling down the light armor of the ogres' health, making them softer targets for those Bretonnian cavalry, elite cavalry. And with that, we are down to the last battle between Race and Calamity. Race going with Kislev and Calamity going with Lizardman. Let's see who's gonna win this tournament. If you haven't seen the Discord, I hope you haven't seen Discord, because you're gonna spoil your battle outcome here. And yeah, we shall see what happens. Alright, let's slow down a bit here. We have the Lizardman, a front line of Skink cohorts, backed up by a line of Skink skirmishers. Just a lot of Skink skirmishers here, 5 of them in total, and a whole line of a mixture of different Koan cavalry, Koan riders, Koan spear riders, just trying to spam as much armor-piercing cavalry as possible. With the Lizardman troops here, Lizardman going with Slamage Priest of Shadows with Melkovs, and I assume Blood Statuette. Yeah, Blood Statuette. So a lot of anti-cavalry tool here, and just multi-entity unit tool here. Also Banishment Bound version and Pit of Shade. So there's a lot of health drain, and I think this Lizardman army is very much geared towards fighting and winning those cavalry fights with all that armor piercing, trying to beat Griffin Legion and Winged Lances. But on the other side, the Lizardmen didn't bring much cavalry at all. If anything, they didn't bring a single armored cavalry, just Kosovoite dervishes, and the rest are all infantry, monsters, artillery, and elemental bear. Okay, let's go through the army builds now. A front line of Kislevite warriors mixed in with armored Kossars and Kossars core. We've kind of seen a similar build earlier. And Kosa Spears, Kislev Warriors with a couple things in the woods as a bit of an armor-piercing contingent. Anti-Dino Artillery, Little Grum, I guess? Probably should aim down at the Slime Mage Priest. Probably not, actually. Slime Mage does have 40% missile resistance, so that is quite a tanky one. So I guess it's gonna aim down at the Lizard Koan Cavalry. Now, the Elemental Bear here is a bit of a big centerpiece, supported by Hack Witch of Beast, with Flock of Doom and Kodunja Spirits to summon even more things in the woods. Okay, so I guess they're just gonna try to use things in the woods to stop the Code 1 Bum Rush. Ice Witch of Tempest here with Hailstorm and Hailstorm only, and that's it for the army builds. Let's get the battle started as the Logrom here already knocking out. Ooh, that's a lot of dead lizard boys. That's 7 dead cold ones. Yeah, that is a painful loss. More shots coming in, knocked out a couple more. Not as bad as the first shot. That was horrible. Like, that knocked out like a good 10% or even more of that unit. Another shot, yeah, just kind of chipping away at the Koan Rider. And, well, the Hack Witch never had a good accuracy, even if the missile is supposed to be a bit of a trekking one. Yeah, just not doing a whole lot. It's missing! How do you miss so much? It's horrible. Overcast Flock of Doom onto multiple units. Did some damage, unfortunately. Okay, now it's actually hitting, but still not very good connection. And doing very minimal damage. Alright, Logrom is now shooting at Mazamundi. Sorry, shooting at Slange. Ooh, brutal breath attack onto these Koan Riders. And they're down to half health already. While the missile contingent of the Kislevites are starting to fire, the things in the woods are forced to pull back as the blow darts of the skink skirmishers are pin cushioning them up. Koan Riders charging into that Elemental Bear, but absolutely getting smashed in combat. The Hack Witch is still missing his shot. Okay, I think he did something here. Not a whole lot though. And here comes a bit of shades into the Armored Kossars, trying to nuke down their front line, soften them up, and allow the Lizardmen to breach into the back line there. Koan Cavalry, ooh, Koan Riders jumped into the Kislev Warriors. They need to get away from there. Nice pit of shades, nuking down the Armored Kossars. Poor thing. Hailstorm blasting away at the Koan Riders, doing some minor damage. Bound Banishment nuking those Kossars at the back. While at the back line there, Kossovite Dervishes and things in the woods with Kislevite Warriors trying to lock down the enemy Koan Spear Riders and deny them from the rather soft back line of the Kislevites. The Kislevites are getting ahead in balance of power, but some of their units, the Armored Kossars, for example, the one that got nuked by a Pit of Shade, has been pushed away. So the Skink Cohorts and the Koan Cavalry are driving in, and the Little Grom has been silenced. It takes up quite a bit of balance of power, and I don't know if it has a chance to fire at all at this point. There's a lot of ammo, units with ammo that are now occupied in melee and are dragged down, which is a problem because a lot of the balance power lies in the ammo as well, and losing the ammo and the unit means that balance power is gonna start shifting. Another Pit of Shades, but will this do friendly fire as it is right on top of the Koan Riders who just charged in? It does, but the Koan Riders aren't taking as much damage as the Kossars here, because they just simply have less models, but still pretty nasty friendly fire. Maybe it will be worth it, not sure. But yeah, Kislev Warriors holding on just fine, and but they're not just fine, they're slowly faltering. They also used up their Borrowed Blood earlier, I think, so they're gonna get routed. Yeah. I mean, the Elemental Bear is still holding on strong in the front line, but the Kislevite front line has mostly buckled, leaving only a couple of... actually, the front line is okay. It's the back lines that's the problem, because they don't have enough resources to protect those Kossars from being run down. Things in the woods are still desperately trying to screen off all those Koan Riders, but they've done their job. They're now bailing away. A little bit of a hailstorm whittle down on those Koan Spear Riders and Skink Skirmishers there, doing some minor damage so far. Another breath attack into the Cohen Rider, doing very minor damage as there's just lacking a blob for the breath attack to do optimal work. Little Grum is still firing, trying to shoot down Slan Mage, and the Slan Mage Priest doesn't have enough speed to dodge anyway, so that is a pretty good target. As most units on the Lizardman side are just either too damaged to like take too much damage, or they're just not the ideal target for the Little Grum. Here comes the Cohen Spear Riders running down those tattered Kislev warriors, and on top of that, Melkov's just trying to really seal their fate. But there's a very healthy Kislev warriors nearby and will be following up. Oh wait, no, they are the ones getting drained. Never mind. Every ring stacked together, so I made a bit of a mistake, unfortunately. But yeah, Elemental Bear is still very healthy, very strong. But I don't know if it has. Hank is putting in the bare minimum. God damn it! God damn it! But yeah. The poison darts are just whittling him down at this point. But the Elemental Bear is still quite a bit of health left. The bigger problem is the rest of the Kislev army. Oh yeah, the Kislev warriors are still holding on just fine. But what is the Slan Mage Priest doing? He's gonna die, isn't it? I don't see Little Grum anymore, though. Oh yeah, Little Grum has routed. He had done a lot of good damage to the Slan Mage Priest, just not quite able to earn back his worth, I don't think, being shot up and harassed by enemies. Nice Pit of Shades, nuking those Kislev warriors. Although they are managed to survive, most of them just got knocked around and didn't really take enough damage, I don't think. But yeah, Lizardman is still behind on balance of power. Kislev is winning, and yeah, it seems like the Lizardman is losing to this one. Elemental Bear is still very much healthy and can dumpster all those blow dots in melee if the blow dots are in melee, I guess. So the only chance is if all the blow dots can be emptied into the bear, then there might still be a chance for Lizardman to bring this one back. I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. The Elemental Bear is way too healthy. Over 5,000 HP left, and the blow dots, 2 of them are almost out of ammo. And the Lizardman Lord, the Slan Mage, is also on the verge of death anyways. Unless the Little Grum... Oh wait, the Little Grum is dead, so... Oh shit! There's nothing to kill the Slan Mage Priest right now. The Little Grum is down, so there's no single entity targeting firepower, and all these characters here, the single entities here, it can't catch up to the Slan Mage Priest. Hailstorm trying to whittle down the enemy remaining infantry, but what can they do? What can they do to finish off the Slan Mage Priest? Nothing. Oh, the Elemental Bear is also dropping in health as well. The blow dart might not do a whole lot of armor piercing, but it does add up over time. 2 damage per second, and they're shooting dozens of volleys into it, and that is and those dozens of volleys are being shot by like 60 skinks. So 120 skinks. Oof. Okay, 120 times 60 times 12, say. It's times 10, let's say 1,200. Yeah. And then times 2 armor piercing, that's 4,800. That's 2,400 armor piercing. Wait, 120 times 10, yeah. So yeah, that's 2,400 armor piercing damage. And on top of that, the non-armor piercing damage. The Slan Mage Priest came back. Not sure why he should have stayed away. But the bear managed to squeeze in and just slap the shit out of him. But unfortunately, he does not have what it takes to finish off the Slan Mage Priest. He needs to follow up with one more attack. He needs to kill him. Oh, an overcast hailstorm. If that's an overcast, that would be a funny one. But no, that's not an overcast. But the bear is going down, though. The bear is so close to dead. The blow darts are really wearing him down. The Ice Witch needs to just push on over the blow darts and try to distract them from shooting. Because the bear needs to catch up to the Slan and kill him right now. But he does not have... He has enough speed, barely. He just needs some time. While the... Oh no, the skinks are faster than him at this point. being poisoned and all that, so he just doesn't have much speed to begin with. He can't catch up with the Slann, and oh no, what a missed opportunity. They didn't manage to kill the Slann. And the bear just went down to blow dots, leaving only the Ice Witch of Tempest still fighting. Okay, the balance of power is drunk at this point. Those skinks surrounding the caster will just be able to beat her down. But I guess there's still a hailstorm coming in. Hailstorms coming in, but now it's just a blow dots executing this caster point blank. He's trying to juke it. Will it work? I don't think so. He's just, she's just gonna get surrounded by troops and just slowly getting grind down with sheer numbers. Babla has popped. And that is gonna be GG. Yeah. Interesting idea from the Kislev here with the Hack Witch, but just didn't do a whole lot here. All the units here are mostly too cheap for the yeah, it's a double caster build too. So I don't see what's the point of this personally. Like, it's just a waste of funds. I feel like you're paying for an additional character that doesn't do much. It's still a spellcaster, and doesn't have any game-changing abilities other than, well, Flock of Doom. So yeah, that was pretty close. Yes, for sure. But I would say the balance of power is kind of drunk with only a, like, if it's an Ice Witch on a Frostworm, I would understand. But it's an Ice Witch on foot. She has no fighting power whatsoever. So surrounded by skinks, she got beat up. So that was a, yeah, that was a GG for the Kislevites here. Logrom and the Elemental Bear did good, but unfortunately the rest of the army not so much. And not even the things. One of the things in the woods did okay, good. The other not so much. What else? We have Lizardmen here. They did this skink swarm and yeah, managed to overwhelm the enemy melee defenses with sheer numbers, while the cavalry is also flooding in, keeping the Logrom distracted and eliminating those archers, while not quite able to break through the front line. They do have enough mobility to circumvent all those defenses and get to the back and reach around for the back, and shut down those archers. Yeah. Stormage Priest of Shadows did alright as well with Malcops and all that. But yeah, in the end, the cavalry did good. Shutting down the enemy missiles and chasing down all the different elements of the Kislevite army. And securing a win for the Lizardmen. And that's going to be GG here. Congratulations for Calamity. It's been a while since we've seen him play on the Tourney. And yet, he returned with a strong win with the Lizardmen in the last game. GG to both players here, and GG to everyone who joined my Tourney. I hope you all had a good time, whether you've been playing in the Tourney or just checking out the stream and checking out everyone's multiplayer gameplay. I think I might consider doing some more streams on the weekends instead, since the weekdays turnouts doesn't seem to be the best. After all, it's a weekday, so everyone might be busy. So yeah, I'm actually right now I'm considering doing stuff on Fridays, Saturdays, and maybe even Sundays as well. Not every day, of course. I still need my own weekend, but maybe I'll start doing more streams on the weekend, and maybe that will work with everyone else's schedule a lot better. Anyways, for any more future events, do drop in onto the Discord, onto the Night Crew Clan Discord, and I'll be regularly hosting events there, tourneys and whatnot. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's stream, and have a good rest of the day, rest of the week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Tactical Witch, signing out. Oh, Zigos, hello! We're just about to end the stream. But yeah, welcome, hello. And I hope you're having a good day, but at the same time, goodbye, and have a good rest of the day, rest of the week. And yeah, but the stream will be saved in the VOD, in the video archive, so yeah, you came too late, but yeah, you can always check the archives anyway, so you can catch up on what you missed. Yeah, today we're playing as a bit of a single elimination format because we don't have enough for like a Swiss format for 4 rounds, but yeah, we still have some really good games and a really fun one as well. Anyways, we'll see you all in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out. Thank you for watching.